Hi, welcome to Creating with the Stars, celebrating the Maori New Year. My name's Tracy Young and I live in New Zealand. And I'm going to look at a SoulPages process today that was inspired by Rakefet Hadar. And if you want to know more, go and check out SoulPages online. So Matariki is in the time of winter, and it's the body of stars that arise and mark the Maori New Year. It's a great time to reflect on what you're grateful for and also to consider the coming new year. So there were some journaling prompts. And here is our first things that we're going to be doing on our page, doing some lines. And you can pause and just get an idea of what we're going to be doing with this page. And here I'm just doing the line. Here I'm just doing a bit of writing on the different topics that I think would be really helpful and to look at today. And I'm then getting my paints ready, and I'm just going to do a bit of a black background. So most of those topics will be hidden, but they're sort of lying underneath. Alternatively, you can just use black paper for this process if you don't have paint available. And I've used a variety of purples and blacks here to get a depth of colour. And I think you'll notice I'll go offline shortly and dry this. Otherwise, it's a bit wet. But in that time, while it is drying, you could stop the video and go back and do a bit of journaling. So that's what I've done here. I've done my journaling around the different topics that are important for me and the things that I want to work on this coming year. Here I'm trying to work out how to make it look like the Seven Sisters or the Pleiades constellation. Not managing very well. I've created these little discs using paper and gold crayon and rubbings. So here I've got that's the basics of what the constellation's looking like. The Seven Sisters, but yeah, my paper's not big enough to do that constellation, but anyway. So I'm gluing these all down, these little discs. This is just optional. I just thought I'd try this and see. There's also a way of just, finding lovely bits of paper that you have and stick those on. They don't have to be in perfect circles, of course. So yeah, these are the stencils that I use to get those backgrounds with a gold crayon to rub. They're quite effective. So off camera here, I tore up some other little pieces of scrap from other bits of artwork that I'd been doing, and I'd put just some dots of glue and just to sort of create the effect of little starlights bursting. This could be done really wonderfully with sort of metallic papers if you have that, or I go in later and actually just sort of brighten up those pieces a little bit. And I mean, it's a little bit meditative in a way, because as I'm doing this, I'm also reflecting on each of the topic which I have put beside each star. Something happens when we take something we want to work with into a creative process. It doesn't have to be perfect. And look, this is just the way I've done it. You can, you let your intuition guide you. It is quite good to do a bit of connecting line here. If you've got Posca markers, especially if it's nice and dry, they work really well. It's just a way to mark this time of the year. I know I've put this is a bit more goldy striking on there, and I think then I use my Posca that's sort of semi running out, but just to add a little bit more. Yeah, so hope you're going to have a go at this. It's quite fun, just a good way to reflect, and a little bit of great way of marking time and also preparing for this next part of the year. You can put some shapes and designs in there, whatever you choose. And I'd love to see what you do. I think I've got some metallic watercolour there, and I'm just putting some little sparkles in. But of course, if you've got some glitter glue, you can always use that as well. This is a great process to do at any stage, really, especially when you're starting a new project. Always good to work out what, write down what your work's all about. And this is something you can keep coming back to and adding a few more bits and pieces to as well. So here's the actual art processes that we used, and you can stop this and take note of this, and there's some extra things in there. And you might also want to consider one sweet thing that you want to do for yourself or others, and maybe you want to create a special page of all your self-care activities just as an add-on. And you can find out more at Tracy Young Creative on YouTube or on SoulPages. Find out more about Rakefet online. Hey, and thanks very much. Thanks, and I hope you've enjoyed your time. Bye.